do is we're going to talk about stemming right now. Stemming, there are a lot of different ways to stem. Hole there. So as a receiver, if we're trying to run a fade into the hole against a cover 2 corner with a safety over the top, boy, we've got to get there now. If I come off the line of scrimmage, he widens, and I start fighting him, and I try to get outside. By the time I get outside, it's too late. Okay, quarterback's probably sacked. I'm going to threaten him off the line of scrimmage where he doesn't want me to go. If he's moving this way and all his weight starts to transfer to his outside hip and I catch him slipping back inside and his weight's here, this is now his weak hip. So what I want to do when I come off the line of scrimmage is I really want to widen him. I really want to force him that way because I don't want to have to run around him back to the inside at all. Okay? It's got to be a perfect throw if you're going to beat him over the top. The technique that works a lot more often, and it's something that most defensive backs have never seen before, is what I call a crossover stem. If you get this guy into a hard back pedal, he can't weave from a hard back pedal because he's backpedaling and he can't react to our crossover stem out of a back pedal quick enough. He would have to slow down and then weave. It's just almost impossible for him to weave when he's in a hard back pedal. So it looks something like this, half speed. Right. Okay, so now he's giving himself a two-way go. So now, I mean, that's advantage receiver when he has a two-way go. So if a receiver's attacking me and he starts to stem or work to the outside shoulder and make me as a DB think he's going fade, and he gets me to open and turn like I'm going to turn and run with the deep route, all of a sudden when I do that turn and I transfer my weight from here to here, my weak hip is now my inside hip. But the bottom line is if you get a defensive back to the point where he opens, you attack him here and then he has to wheel, he's usually going to be in a trail position right away, which is advantage to the receiver. You could see the separation that was created such that he had a huge margin for error to be able to make a play on a ball that was back shouldered to him. And deception is a really big part of playing receiver. So the more creative that you can be and the more deceptive that you can be, the more difficult it's going to be for a defensive back to cover you, particularly at the high school level, because you just don't see receivers attack a defensive back at the high school level with these types of techniques.